Madison morning. Welcome to Alma Bryant High School. My name is David Sprinkle. I have the honor and privilege of being the principal here at Alma Bryant. Before we officially start our ceremony this morning, I did want to give a few reminders and make a few introductions. As you all know, we need to keep our masks on, students especially, at all times. We've done a great job with social distancing. I'm very pleased that we're kind of getting back to the place where we can have these type of events face to face. So we've really got to do our best to make sure that we're following the proper guidelines and doing our part to make sure that we can continue to do these things. With that said, at the end of the ceremony, I know that we all want to share that special moment with our student or our child. I don't mind if we kind of stick around and take a few pictures, in front of the backdrop, but please try not to linger and congregate, and definitely let's do our very best not to post pictures on social media without masks. That is the one thing that our superintendent has really kind of pushed us on, is to make sure that we're putting out the perception, which we do here every day, to follow the CDC guidelines. So that's very important once we're done. We do have emergency exits to your left and right. We also have two exits in the back. We do have a bathroom. If you need to use the restroom in the ceremony, you'll go out one of these back doors, and the bathroom is to the left. I'd like to take a moment to introduce a few people. First of all, if you would please stand when you call our name, and let's recognize our sponsors for today. Starting off with our National Honor Society sponsors, Ms. Smitherman and Ms. Long, if you would stand. This is a very tough process. We have a lot of applications that come in, and they really take the time to dig in and make sure that we're getting the right students to represent our school. They do a great job, so we're very proud to have them. Secondly, I'd like to introduce Ms. Perrin, our dance sponsor. Where are you, Ms. Perrin? We will also be inducting our dance students today, a part of the National Honor Society as well. Ms. Perrin does a fantastic job. Everything she does is first class. Our kick and cane dancers are second to none, so we're definitely glad to have Ms. Perrin. Our assistant principals today, starting off with Ms. Smith. Our curriculum and instruction assistant principal, our senior and junior assistant principal, Mr. Gil Arrington, and our 9th and 10th grade assistant principal, Mr. Burke. And last but not least, I want to thank Coach Miller with the iNetwork. We are streaming live today, so glad to have you parents here live today that could not make it to school. This is a great opportunity for Coach Miller to go to sporting events, IQ events, academic events, and this allows parents that are working or can't actually get here to the school to be a part of the event. So glad to have those here today who are online. This time I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Ms. Long, and we will begin our ceremony.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ava Long, and as Mr. Sprinkle said, I am co-sponsor of National Honor Society, along with Ms. Smitherman. And each year we get to work with an amazing group of students. In fact, our officers sitting up here this morning are just wonderful, just great kids to work with. And this year we were not even certain when we came back to school this year if we would be able to have an induction ceremony. In fact, we had to push back all of our process until this second semester before we could even start taking in applications for candidates. So we are so happy to have you guys here today, and especially be able to have parents come today. As Mr. Sprinkle said, hopefully we're getting to a place of normalcy, and we're getting back to where people can come and celebrate such occasions as this. I was talking to some coworkers and even some friends of mine who are teachers, and I said, every year this process, it is a long process to go through all the different applicants, and select, who not only has the unweighted GPA of a 3.5 and higher, but also students who show the type of community service that we are looking for, the character that is above and beyond, and leadership skills that they will be using not only in this organization, but in their careers and in the future wherever they go. So when we were talking about this year, I said, we have seen so much negativity this year just from many different places, but it is so refreshing to come back to a group of students who, no matter what they've gone through this year and in the past year, where all of this craziness we've all been experiencing, still maintain the GPA, still are working in their communities, still are striving to be the best character that they have, and still being leaders in their community and in their school. So let's just take a moment and give them a hand for everything that they've worked through. Again, it is my pleasure to welcome you here to the National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. We will be having the induction ceremony for the music program, or the dance program as well. So if you will at the end, and I will remind you of this, but if you'll just remain seated, we are having 2 induction ceremonies this morning. So I'm going to now turn it over to the president, our current president of National Honor Society. Good morning. I'm sorry, I messed that up. Michelle Dye is going to lead us in the pledge.
Can everybody please rise for the pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please take your seats.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Chris Gunn. I'm the class chaplain of our Honor Society. I'm going to give a short inspirational speech before we start today. Steve Jobs, CEO of Apple and a personal role model of mine, once said, "If you are working on something that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you." The vision and drive he is talking about is instilled in every one of these inductees and has brought them to where they are now. Your journey has only just begun, and I cannot wait for you all to accomplish your visions through the hard work and dedication you have continuously displayed in and out of the classroom. Characteristics that are exemplary of what we want in a National Honor Society member. A fire burns bright in each and every one of you, and an exciting future awaits us all. I'm now going to turn it over to Luke Moore.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Luke Morgan, and I'm the current president of our chapter of National Honor Society. Each year, high schools throughout the country identify and recognize their exceptional students in many different ways. For well over half a century, the National Honor Society has worked to bring the achievements of outstanding high school students to the attention of their classmates, their parents, their communities, and the college they want to attend. In an effort to promote high academic standards, to ensure the continuation of democracy, and to encourage the betterment of the individual and the school, the National Honor Society recognizes students with outstanding scholarship, leadership skills, strong positive character, and a desire to render service to others. Our chapter name is Touchstone. A touchstone is a test for determining the quality or genuineness of an object. This term is derived from a stone used in the 16th century to test the purity of gold and silver. Students are selected to become members of the National Honor Society because of the scholarship, leadership, character, and service qualities that they exhibit. As a member of the Touchstone chapter, every action that we take is one by which we and this chapter will be measured in the future. The National Honor Society takes great care in determining the requirements for admission to the society. To fulfill the scholarship requirement, students must have a cumulative unweighted grade point average of 3.5. In addition, candidates must take a minimum of 4 academic courses per year, those being other than technical or vocational courses. After candidates are eligible scholastically, the faculty must then rate them on their character, leadership, and service capabilities. The final candidates for induction are determined after all 4 criteria have been met. Our parents here are especially honored as their sons and daughters participate in this ceremony, which pays tribute to service, leadership, character, and above all, to scholarship. Those traits which create reasoning and responsible adults in a healthy and just society. We are grateful to our parents who have inspired and encouraged us, and to the many teachers who have imbued us with intellectual curiosity, skepticism, and enthusiasm for knowledge. We sincerely hope that the presence of the Honor Society in our school will place in proper perspective the regular and faithful performance of academic work and will enhance its worthiness in the estimation of the student body. The membership of the Alma Bryant chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities held in high esteem by the society. 4 of our members will now review these qualities for the candidates. First, Michelle and I will discuss scholarship.
The first qualification for National Honor Society is scholarship. Scholarship means commitment to our learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education only ends with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success and can be only acquired in one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through their opportunities inherent in scholarship. I would now like to call up Haley Walker for service.
My office is service. Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need, without monetary compensation or without recognition, is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow. Randall will now speak about leadership.
Hi, my name is Mabel Cannon. I'm the current Secretary of NHS. I will now talk to you about leadership. Another important qualification is leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. I'm taking the initiative in class and school activities. The real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice. The willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of wise leaders. Leadership is always needed, thus to lead in a substantive charge to each of our members. Chris will now talk about character.
qualification is character. Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives each one individuality. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character which guides one through life and, when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be, in reality, what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
Candidates will now repeat the pledge. Candidates, please raise your right hand and repeat each line after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school. And will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. As president of the Touchstone chapter of this society, I welcome you as a member. While none of us have yet attained all ideals set before us, let us together strive to exemplify as much as is humanly possible to esteem and revere scholarship, character, leadership, and service, to give of ourselves generously, and to walk in paths of wisdom. I hope your days as an active member will long be remembered.
Wow, great job, guys. I can tell you this, it's not very easy to stand up in front of a room full of people in front of your peers and speak from the heart. So I'm very proud of our members here who have done that today, so great job, you guys. Before I speak to our inductees today, I would like to take a moment to thank our parents. You guys make our job so much easier. There's so many times throughout our days or weeks that we have to deal with situations and we try to reach out to parents. We're trying to help students, but there's no one home, no one to answer the phone. By you being here tells us the reason why your students are successful, because support from the parents equals success. I've been doing this long enough to know that when the parents are involved, the parents are pushing their kids, and I know you guys sometimes like, Mom, Dad, I've done my homework, so and you get a little aggravated with them, but that's their job. And you have made our job so much easier because you taught your kids right from wrong. You taught them to want success. And that's going to pay off for them in the long run. So thank you, parents, for being here today to support your children and all the support you've given them throughout their high school and even elementary career. To our inductees, first of all, I want to congratulate you. You have just went through the toughest year in your educational history and still overcame. So I'm so proud of you for your hard work, your commitment, and your dedication. You know, it's not easy to go in there night after night and study for that test when some of your other friends may be going to the mall or going to hang out somewhere, but you have chosen to stay on that path of success. And I can tell you this, that if you continue this path that you're on, you will be a successful adult. Students ask me all the time, Mr. Sprinkle, why do we have to do this? Why are we doing this? So the bottom line is this, you're here every day for your future. Every A that you make, every positive thing you do here at school is preparing you to be a successful adult. At the end of the day, that's why you go to school. That's why you get educated, so one day you can take care of yourself and your family. And you can be successful in that job. You can get that big job that you apply for. Because you're going to have those qualities. You're going to have character. You're going to have leadership skills. You're going to be dedicated. You can show up every day and be consistent with what you do. So these traits that you're developing are not only important today, but for the rest of your life. So I'm very proud of you and what you've done this year. And last, I want to challenge you. Challenge you for this not to be the biggest highlight of your career. This is just the beginning for you. You guys are going to go on, score great on your ACT, hopefully get a scholarship, go off to college, do great things, and hopefully move back into our community and affect our community in a positive way. So I challenge you, this is not the biggest moment of your high school career. This is the beginning for you where your success takes off. So congratulations once again. We're proud of each and every one of you. Thank you for representing Bryant High School.
When I call your name, if you will please come forward and receive your certificate. Amaya Betts. Blackwell. Cassidy Bolton. Haley Birch. Terry-L. Butler. Alyssa Dawkins. Jonah Deere. Jessica Drawdy. Tessie Dryden. Madison Insminger. Riley Ford. Christopher Garden. Blakeney Horn. Sarah Knight. Hensley Lambert. Micah Lee. Rayleigh Lott. Oliver. Aiden Petronas. Alex Polito. Daylin Rakes. Casey Rogers. Taylor Schilling. Jalen Swing. Carly Turk. Bailey Valroy. Is not here with us today. Braden Vick. And Devin Wells. If we can just give all of these students another round of applause. Again, I want to thank you so much and congratulate our new members. Parents, thank you so much for coming. As Mr. Sprinkle said, in just a few minutes, we're going to have the induction ceremony for the dance department, the National Honor Society dance program. We're going to do that induction ceremony as well. If you don't mind, if you'll just remain seated. When they're finished, you have plenty of places around here with some beautiful new murals around our school. Feel free to take some pictures. But if you'll just remain seated for the next 10 minutes or so. Thank you very much for coming.
Hello, my name is Gracie White, and I'm a senior and current member of the National Honor Society for Dance Arts.
Hello, my name is Nia Banks, and I'm also a senior and current member of the National Honor Society for Dance Arts. Gracie and I are honored to be a part of this year's induction. The National Honor Society for Dance Arts is a program of the National Dance Education Organization. The National Honor Society for Dance Arts is run on an institutional basis. Chapters at the junior, secondary, and collegiate level are set up at individual schools, and only students enrolled at that school may apply for induction. The secondary program grades 9 through 12 was implemented in 2005. Alma Bryant is one of only 10 chapters in the state of Alabama.
Our vision at the National Honors at the Alma Bryant chapter is to envision a nation in which all students have equal opportunity and access to quality dance arts education and are recognized for their outstanding artistic merit, leadership, and academic achievement in the field of dance.
Our mission is to recognize outstanding artistic merit, leadership, and academic achievement in students studying dance in public and private schools, in K-12 education, dance studios, cultural community centers, performing arts organizations, and post-secondary education. Our other mission is to foster an appreciation for dance as a true art form and one worthy of the recognition and prestige.
The NHSDA induction criteria is designed to allow flexibility at the chapter level so that Honor Society induction reflects and supports the school's missions and circumstances. The three main criteria: earned participation points, character, and GPA. To qualify for induction into the secondary program, a student must show demonstration of collaborative teamwork, motivation, and leadership. Earn a cumulative unweighted GPA of at least 3.0 or higher, and earn 30 points, at least 20 of which are earned while participating in dance activities within the program of the chapter site. For the Alma Bryant chapter, students may earn points through the following: field performance, pep rallies, winter and/or spring showcases, MCPSS county performances, community performance and engagement, informal concerts, musical theater productions, backstage management and production, and in-class projects.
Student induction is a lifetime recognition and NHSDA designations remain with the student's record. Should a student's GPA fall below the chapter's minimum GPA requirements, or should concerns arise about conduct or behaviors that might jeopardize their own safety, the well-being of others, or the integrity of NHSDA, the student might be barred from wearing their honor cords on senior day.
Please welcome to the National Honor Society for Dance Arts inductees, Alexis Blackwell. Aaliyah Billiot. Mackenzie Johnston. Alexis Kiovorobong. Caitlin Norris. Tristan Reeves. Delia Robinson. Lindsay Ruffin. Caroline Taylor. And not with us today, but being inducted, are Imani Durgans and Jasmine Watts. As new members of the National Honor Society for Dance Arts secondary program, your goals are to now promote a desire for lifelong learning in the field of dance and encourage an understanding of and an appreciation for dance as an art form and develop knowledgeable audiences for tomorrow.
Please congratulate the newest members of the Alma Bryant National Honor Society of Dance Arts.
Thank you all for coming and supporting our students in our dance department program.
All right, guys, thank you all for coming. This does conclude our ceremony today. Please, I ask you to just try to stay spread out as much as possible. We don't mind you guys taking pictures and hanging around for a few minutes, but we need to try to be as quickly, get this done as quickly as possible. So, once again, congratulations.